everybody, this is Jeff with Island Hopper TV, and today we are coming to you from Washington, D.C. It is currently 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm sorry, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm right in front of the Capitol building. And every time I come to the Capitol building, they have some sort of construction going on. This place is always under construction. Today I'm going to show you how to see Washington, D.C. in a day, or at least a lot of Washington, D.C. in a day. I'm going to do everything from a hop-on, hop-off bus. I'm going to go to some of the museums, and I'm going to walk around some of the main sites. The White House, the Washington Monument, which I'm at now, and the Capitol, also the Botanical Garden, some of these other areas. I'm going to show you how to do that. And so one of the ways that I recommend doing that is waking up early, 7 o'clock in the morning, getting an early start, going to some of the places that you can't go inside. For example, the Washington Monument, it is closed, it is under repair. The Capitol, you cannot go inside the Capitol, so walk around the Capitol. Go to the White House, you cannot go inside the White House because it is closed, or it is closed to the public unless you have a pass, right? And then you can see right here, Washington Monument closed indefinitely for repairs. But you have nearby sites. You have the Lincoln Memorial, World War II Memorial, Constitution Gardens, Thomas Jefferson Memorial, John Paul Jones Museum Memorial, District of Columbia, Martin Luther King Jr., Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Korean War veterans, and Vietnam veterans. So just in this whole little area right here, you can see all that probably within the span of 3 to 4 hours, depending on how fast you walk. So if you see all that before, say, 11, museums open at 10, you'll have a really good head start on everything. And so that's what I've been doing this morning, is going around to most of the walking areas. Still not even 9 o'clock. I got started at 7, and I've already seen the Capitol, the Botanical Gardens, obviously the Washington Memorial, and now I am headed over to the White House. So I just came from the White House. They've actually extended the wall barrier to beyond Pennsylvania Avenue. So it's no longer just the black gate. It actually goes, there's a road barricade on the other side of Pennsylvania Avenue. So I did see a convoy of cars, like 5 or 6 GMC Yukons they look like. You know, the Secret Service vehicles. So that would indicate that the president's probably still in there. And it was, what, 9 o'clock, snipers on the roof, armed police officers right there on Pennsylvania Avenue. So it's pretty heavily secured. Alright, so now we've got Washington Monument there, which was the world's tallest building when it was built in 1886. And here we have the World War II Memorial as we push on towards the actual Lincoln Memorial. They are honoring World War II veterans here. They have given their sons to the military services. They have stoked the furnaces and hurried the factory wheels. They have made the planes and welded the tanks, riveted the ships and rolled the cells. President Franklin D. Roosevelt. So as we head towards the Lincoln Memorial, we've now seen 3 of the 4 areas. So the centerpiece is the Washington Monument, and in all 4 directions, cardinal directions, you have 4 different monuments. This being the Lincoln Memorial, the White House being to the, I believe, north, and the Capitol building being to the east, and the Lincoln Memorial being to the west, and then to the south is the Jefferson Memorial. Finally made it to the Lincoln Memorial. Jimmo by Uber. I don't know why that scooter's on the ground. In this temple, as in the hearts of the people for whom he saved the Union, the memory of Abraham Lincoln is enshrined forever. Here is the Korean War Monument.
Oh, maybe it was one of the. They must have been going.
Okay, so getting over here to the Thomas Jefferson Memorial is probably the most challenging.
That's a hotel.
I mean, seeing the White House, seeing the Lincoln Memorial, seeing the Capitol, pretty easy to do. But getting over here,
Yeah,
to the Jefferson Memorial is a bit of a hike, so we'll see. I mean, you got to go around this lake, that's what it is. There's the hop on, hop off bus I've been looking for. I gotta catch that right there. Big bus, it's called. Anyways, replacing the dome. Lesson number 14. Don't bring your bike up here.
Just this little victory sound.
Roof replacement and dome cleaning in progress at Thomas Jefferson Memorial. as you guys just saw, I went on the big bus, double-decker, hop on, hop off, and it took me around Georgetown, Arlington, across the Potomac, downtown, and now I am back at the White House. This time I'm looking at the other side of the White House, which is currently undergoing a fence replacement. There was some interesting history that was told on the hop on, hop off bus in the earphones, such as how Georgetown gets its name. It's not even named after George Washington, it's named after King George of England, not George Washington. Also, there's a guest house, and the reason there's a guest house for people who come to visit the president is because one of the first ladies taught Winston Churchill.
Stop, Donovan. You cannot walk in front of me. No, you can't.
So the reason this guest house exists is because one of the first ladies found Winston Churchill walking around the White House with a cigar and a glass of brandy in his nightgown. And ever since then, she said that the White House. Albert Gallatin, Secretary of the Treasury. Alatoona, Peachtree Creek, Atlanta, capture of Atlanta, Alatoona, Jonesboro, Toy Church, Ezra. Lots of police down here, man. Check it out. £12 projectile. This here is where the Star Spangled Banner is actually kept, which is the first flag. No photos. So this here is the National Gallery of Art Sculpture Garden. You go all the way over here. Pretty cool. And then right behind it there is the Archives of the United States of America. Check out this tree sculpture. It's pretty cool. Here is the Federal Trade Commission building. There is the Archives of the United States. And if you keep going down Constitution Avenue, end up eventually towards the White House. Here's the National Gallery of Art. Probably worth a stop in there, but using cameras probably not allowed, so no point in me showing you guys that. So this is the Museum of Natural History. You could go in there. It's approximately 1 o'clock, or actually 1:30 p.m. I could go in there and wait in the line, but I'm going to bypass that. because I've been to that museum before. That line would probably take, I don't know how long, but it is free admission, so figured I'd just put that out there. Take it or leave it. Let's keep on pushing. I mean, I've pretty much seen all of it. Who knew that Washington, D.C. was so botanical? I mean, I knew it was green, but geez. In 1986, Ronald Reagan signed legislation creating the rose as the national floral emblem of the United States. The Botanic Garden was selected, and the National Garden was dedicated in 1995 to commemorate the 175th anniversary of the legislation creating the USBG, but it would take more than 10 years for it to be created. So this garden opened in October 1, 2006. Cool. Southern Magnolia. Whoa, that spider's got him. That's crazy. That spider got that butterfly. What a beautiful fountain. Beautiful.